Whew. Hey folks, how's it going? We're uh we're on much later than I had originally intended. However, my plans from I guess yesterday now, because it is well after midnight, did pan out in a much larger way than I anticipated, because I fell asleep and I was out for like 14 hours. Still feel like trash, but hey, what you gonna do? So we're back. We're back now. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning for me, but we're back. And as I said, we're going to be jumping into some Division 2. We're probably gonna, I don't even remember. It's been so long since I played, I don't even know what the heck I was doing. I don't even remember. I know it's probably in my archive somewhere. I just don't remember how that freaking hardcore character died again. We're just going to jump into the main account and see what's going on. I guess we're going to see what season reroll happened. I don't remember if I talked about it before, but there was an announcement, because originally the next content update for Division 2 was supposed to be out first quarter of this year. The first quarter is almost done. However, I guess I think it was January, maybe it was late December, they put an announcement saying, never mind, it's been delayed. So the new content won't be out until I think September of this year. So nothing new per se, other than the usual random encounters you can find. But I still enjoy it. We're gonna see what happens. Invasion incoming. Oh, that's right. It's Tuesday morning now. It resets at 2 a.m. for me. Let's see what the season content is about right now. Oh, a league starts in an hour. Okay, that'll be some good content. Some fun stuff to do. I don't mind the leagues, because they usually have the time trials, so I enjoy those. So we're still in the season 8 content, huh? Let me see the rewards track. Oh, it was a new rewards track, even though I already have all of these. It's letting me unlock them again. Last time the season rerun happened, I didn't have any rewards to unlock, so this is intriguing. Okay. That gives us stuff to do, I guess. All right, all right. Apparently carrying all of my stuff with me. Oh, I've apparently been gone for almost 2 months. Okay. Those are useless. I already own everything you can get out of the boxes, so whatever. Well, I'll wait for that to happen. I guess we're just gonna run some missions. Let's get a little warm up. Start with a normal bounty. See what happens. I'm still a little stuffed up, so I'm gonna sound kind of funny for a bit, but gotta do what you gotta do. Whoops, running into a wall. One second. I want to turn on some background music. Whoops. Ugh, my nose. My bloody nose. Um. Which one? Let's just go with the one we were playing when we were doing Deus Ex. Volume's down. There we go, that works, I guess. My nose is still plugged up. Uh. Anyway. Ugh. Let's go hunt. What are we doing? That's gonna be outcasts, right?
Target is nearby.
I'm running Lady Death, okay. Couldn't remember what I was doing last time. It's been at least 53 days since I was last on here. Possibly longer. This may be... No, never mind. Oh, it is a boss. Okay. Okay, we can handle this. It's been a minute, but we got it. I'm hitting buttons for frickin'... I'm hitting buttons to vault like it's dying light when it's not. So that's gonna be annoying. Just did it again. Gonna keep getting my buttons confused. No, you did not just punch me through that. I keep hitting right bumper to vault, but that's dying light, not division. Okay, the rest of them should be coming from in here. Unless, no, never mind. You're telling me to go further back. Okay. Sure. Sure. Hello.
That's your target.
Oh, it's one of these guys. Okay. That's easy. Oh, whoops. That's not roll. That's roll. Ow. Yep, I heard the whistle. I heard it.
Looks like you earned yourself another bounty. Well done.
Okay. Oh. Ow. Oh. Wait, where did that come from? That wasn't there a minute ago. Sure. Let's just head over and do these real quick. Oh, that hurt. Ugh, come on. Okay, that's not what I was after, but sure, that works. That's something else I still need to do. Is frickin' going and finishing Deus Ex. Mankind Divided. I still haven't 100%ed that when it should be very simple to do. I just need to frickin' beat the game on the highest difficulty while trying to avoid those stupid crashes in Prague. If I recall, I tried at least twice on stream and it did not go well. Tried twice. Oh, good lord. Mushmouth. Tried twice in a single stream. and failed both times. Well, one, I somehow messed up. I distinctly remember being killed by one of the frickin' turrets in the final mission after I already disabled the security systems. So that turret should not have been awake. And it just lit me up in the back and killed me. And then, where are these guys? Hello? Gentlefolk? Where are you? Oh, there they are. There they are! And then the second time, I mistook the warning of one save and thought I could only save once. So I didn't save at all at any point, and then the game crashed in my second visit to Prague, like it's prone to do, with me having no checkpoints. And I was very, very furious. So that was a thing. Where is this guy? Oh, it's a tank. Where'd you go, biggin? I hear a boomer. There's also a machine gunner. Two machine gunners, okay. The boss still hasn't spawned, huh? Take him down, little buddy.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
And you get your respawned, I think. Oh. Where are you? Where are you coming from? Coming from this hallway? Perhaps? Can you guys spawn, please? Like... hello? Really? This game's been out for like 2 years now. Can you just stop doing this? For the love of all that is good?
Heavily armed. Hostile supply convoy nearby.
Okay, well, I guess if they're stuck in there, I'm gonna go deal with this.
Agent in need of backup.
Okay, well, it killed them.
That's another one down. Good job, Agent.
That's what well, I kind of wanted that a little closer to the door, but
Hostiles detected.
that kind of works too.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Oh, back up. That still works kind of to my benefit.
Control point nearby. Incoming hostiles detected.
Okay, that's not great. That's not great. Need my little buddy back. Never mind, we're good. No, pick up the loot. Thank you. Ugh. That guy's backup request is probably expired by now. Yeah. Also kind of bugs me that bounty frickin' went the way it did. The one thing about season levels is you don't get proficiency caches until you reach level 100 in the season. It's the only thing, because I don't get my loot crates Hello. Not that I particularly need them, I suppose. Oh, we should try doing some raids. That's what I was doing last time I was playing this. I was trying to do raids, but unless you have a regular group, like the LFG on Discord is not great. Because everyone in there is just so high and mighty. You can only join us if you have prior experience. Well, you know, there's some of us who just don't like playing socially, but would still like to loot. And there's some of us who, other than, you know, when I get impatient, are pretty decent at what they're doing. So, like, my tank and my healer are dang near top tier. Hello, Black Tusk. Hello, sir. Ooh, that's an elite patrol. You're going down, my friends. Just some outcast. Come on. There we go. Oh, good grief, there's a lot of baddies just hanging out over here. I don't even know what resources I'm low on. Let's check that, shall we? I'm low on water. And that's really it. I'm low on water and a little bit of ceramics. Okay.
Civilians in danger.
Are there any resource convoys running around that I can intercept? I may not be able to get to that one in time. I may be able to cut that one off right there. Let's go get some water. Water. Let's see if we get any backup requests. That'll give us some variety in what we're doing. But for now, we'll do some resource gathering. See what's going on in the wide, wide world of DC. It's not a very wide world. It's very tiny. Ugh, menus. There's also a territory control nearby. And some hyenas. Hello, hyenas. You scavenger fools. Oh, you're setting up a turret, are you? Hello. I have need of your resources, please.
Additional hostile contacts.
I require a tribute.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Okay, and that's something amount of water. It only showed me one thing of water. Weird. Ah, there we go. 45 water. Total. Also, let's just check and make sure my group is closed. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Print, okay. I don't want anyone just joining. I'll go respond to anybody, but I don't want just anybody popping in, you know? Wait a second, what's my invoice? Is it this one? Is it? I can't. Well, probably doesn't even work unless there's people in the group, huh?
Combatants detected.
That was a foolish concept.
Hostile control point identified.
All right, it's not under there. Is it under audio? Oh, key mapping. Duh. Yeah, push stock is C. Got it. I wonder if I should just open Discord and see what's going on. The library? That's the library. Hello, scavengers.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Hyenas are so proud of their name choice, thinking they're hunters and predators. Hyenas are scavengers. Trying to make sure I don't accidentally aggro the control point while I'm here. The problem is I don't want to open a million things on my computer and slow down the stream. So we're just going to open Discord on my phone. If I can remember where it is. Ah, there it is, social. We'll see what's going on in the Discord. Let's see what's going on in the Discord. Apparently there's not a lot of people still playing because there's only been 25 messages in the Discord LFG since I checked in freaking forever ago. Oh, never mind. It was just stupid. There haven't been any messages since like midnight. Okay. I guess hardly anyone's playing this anymore. That's fine. Well, in that case, I have max everything for my frickin'
Hostile control point nearby.
my frickin' tank build, don't I? Everything but chest and backpack. Yeah, you're maxed. You're not. So maybe we can find a better pair of gloves. That's not maxed either. Okay, so gloves and knee pads. Let's go into the dark zone. Let's see what's up. The dark zone. That's where my last hardcore character died. I was trying to power level and find gear, and I think I got just overrun.
If I don't have it, it's not worth having.
Open the checkpoint. Thank you.
Scanning.
However, if anywhere is active with players, it's gonna be the DZ. So this could go horribly. I don't exactly have a PvP build.
Access complete. Reception limited. Proximity coverage only.
That's a level 3. Oh, excuse me. Was not expecting that. Oh, I can't jump over that. Okay. Yeah, okay, it's this one. Someone's here. Someone's here.
Extraction called.
that being the case, let's swap over to this. This may prove more useful in a PvP situation. Excuse me. Oh, hello. Drop it and go. Do your thing, buddies. Get out from cover. Don't just be standing there like that, you idiot. Alright, let's get him up in a better position.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Alright, I don't know where they're gonna come from. Alright, still coming from ahead.
Helos arrived. Now detecting contaminated gear.
Alright, I think he was still on my red build. Or what? He should have automatically respawned.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I don't know why he didn't reset cooldown.
Hostiles detected.
Oh, they're coming from behind me. Alright, we're gonna move.
Helo is returning to base. Rogue striker drone detected.
The boss is here somewhere. Whoops, I'm running into a wall. That's not a great place to be. Oh. There's a lot of people in here, apparently. Because now there's a brand new second extraction zone under use. Alright, where is this?
Agent has become rogue.
Okay.
Rogue agent detected. Serious trauma detected.
Alright, we're not hanging out in the DZ because apparently people still love being jerks.
Area internal.
Don't care.
Search and helo. Almost. Transmission range limited. Proximity coverage only. Extraction called. Rogue agent nearby.
Oh, did I walk back out into the DZ?
Mark engaged.
It's not what I wanted to do.
Exiting dog zone.
Whoops, we did not change classes.
Rogue striker drone detected.
Where are you?
System disrupted.
Alright, we're out of combat. We should be able to change now. There we go.
System
Yeah, that was just completely uncalled for. Oh, we still need more resources, but I don't think I'm gonna. That one's kind of out there. Kind of just want the League to activate so we have something to do. There's a bounty right here. I don't think that was necessary at all. But some people are just jerks. I hear a minigun.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Probably also a random boss in there too. Where are we going? Oh, okay. It's this one. Got it. The rooftop. This isn't the rooftop garden. This is... This is the theater water source mission? Nah, I forget what it's called. Hello. Greetings. How are you bleeding from that? No. You do not pick up those fire rounds. Come on, little buddy. That's a yellow.
That's your target.
Hello. Whoa. Why am I all oofy? How are you still spewing fire when I blew up your tank?
Cleaning up the streets one bad guy at a time. Nicely done, Sheriff.
There's more loot here, but it's probably all useless. No, we do still need to work on the library. So I guess it may have use. All right, what else do you got down here? Garbage. That is armor kits. I don't think we need those. Hmm. I think I'm okay. Let's head to the library. No.
Good to see you. Need to craft something?
And see if we have anything. We do not. Alright, everything I have is junk. Got it. Okay, and then with almost 5 million credits, I don't think we need to sell any of it. So we'll just boop. Optimization. Sure, I think I could use more of that. Sure, why not? Probably 2 more pieces of junk. That's not bad. That's not the new one. Ha! Never mind, that is bad. That's a fruit salad. That isn't bad. Let's see if I have one in stock. I have a full one in stock. Wait, what does Eclipse Protocol do? Status fix. I guess while we wander around, we'll have a raid match make.
Incoming backup request.
Or not. What are you doing? Sure.
Backup request acknowledged.
Because I'm Shepherd rank 1 right now, it's also not going to be someone who's still doing main game missions. That was a bit confusing when I first got there.
Hostile control point identified.
Oh, we're assaulting a heroic control point. Okay. Whoops, that's the one I wanted. Where are we going, buddy? Okay, well that's weird. What do I get for trying to follow you directly?
Reinforcements en route.
Ah, indeed, indeed. Oh, my drone died. Okay. I'm on fire. They really don't seem to like me. Alright, I want to get him up into a better position. Aha. Right there. Yeah, get on a higher elevation there, little buddy. Alright, let's move him up some more. I need you to deactivate. I want you right there. Okay, that was actually not a great spot for him. Okay, me and my friends are gonna post right here. I need to reset you while I'm thinking about it. Okay, that's not what I was after. There we go. Oops, I'm hitting the pole. Target the boss.
That was the last one. Better move on. Before more show up.
Yeah, this build definitely works better with there's other people running around. I'm gonna sit back and let my robots do all the work.
Another agent has endorsed you.
Oh, I'm hacking up along. No, it's also warm in here now. I turned off my AC earlier because I was freaking frigid when I just woke up. And now it's freaking really warm. I need you to turn on, you blasted thing. If you're not going to work, I'm just going to open my window. I guess I'm opening my window because my freaking thermostat doesn't want to work. One sec.
We need to prevent True Sons from using the Metro to transport chemical weapons. So start by disabling any operational trains you find.
You can't let those munitions be distributed. You saw what they did to the castle.
Oh, come on. Freaking headphones. Okay. Where did he go? Oh, he didn't go downstairs.
Hostile broadcast detected.
Where are we going, buddy? Ha. Ugh. I also woke up way too late to call the travel agency and get my flight set up for the end of April. Ow. That's what he was doing. Sure. Oops.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
We need to prevent True Sons from using the Metro to transport chemical weapons. So start by disabling any operational trains you find.
We'll switch back to this for now.
Be distributed. You saw what they
That's heroic. Yeah, we'll give it a wing. We'll see what happens. If I have to switch back, I will. I don't normally play this build in heroic. It's just too squishy. I'm way too squishy.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
That was a mistake.
Incapacitated.
That was a terrible, terrible mistake. Alright, note to self. Don't try this on heroic. Got it. I just need these tokens. Thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, that being the case, we're just gonna switch back. Okay, got it. Understood. Don't do thing. I mean, I could just go tank. That works too. That guy, take him down. Good work, buddies.
Another agent has joined your group.
Esteban.
the hotel and into the mall.
Somehow I always forget that me not only playing games but streaming causes my computer to get very warm, so it does not stay chill in here for long. Hello, Esteban.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Get some munitions.
Oh, that's right. He has Fog of War on.
Negative. The subway's compromised. Just find another way.
There you go. What in the hey-ha is that? Really, there's an engineer just hiding up there? I'm used to snipers being up there, but not engineers. Alright, well, there's a way to fix this problem. Huh. Let my drone take care of it, I guess. And there we go. Okay, that was a bad spot for my drone, as it turns out. Also unnecessary. Okay. It's a pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, you have armor regen off too? Okay. Good to know. I'll just stay in the back. That's grenades. Wait, I can actually read that now. That just went off the color. We're also not going to be safe here for long, so we need to clear this out and frickin' move. Melt them, my minions. Alright, we're gonna leave stationary buddy down there, because I'm gonna spawn from that hallway.
Hostile forces incoming.
Take that one. Ow.
Serious trauma detected.
Wait, excuse you. Go, my little friend. Do the thing. Is he just hiding in that room? Oh, wow. I didn't realize they'd programmed that correctly. That's actually kind of impressive. If he was firing his grenade launcher there, I'm actually really impressed they thought of that. Because the 40 mic round, that's in the M32 rotary grenade launcher, is also used in the 203 and the 320. It has a minimum arming distance. So if you were too close... Oops. See, when it's fired, it has to rotate a certain number of times before it's actually armed. And if he was actually firing those when he was that close to me, that was too close. So they didn't detonate, which is actually very impressive that was thought of, if that's what he was doing. However, I couldn't tell at that point if his grenade pouch had already been destroyed and if he was just firing his shotgun. But I'm pretty sure I saw something bounce off the ground. So that was very well done, Ubisoft. I've never tried standing close to the Grenadiers before to test that theory. So, new concept. I don't remember what the minimum safe harboring distance is. I think it's 50 feet.
Contaminated area. DC-62 toxic detected. Contamination level lethal.
What the hell? These readings are insane. They must have a lab nearby for weaponizing this shit. Make sure you put it out of operation.
Oh, yeah, we definitely don't have armor regen.
Another agent is now in your group.
I think RPGs have a similar thing. They're not exactly something I've trained with, though, so... Not entirely sure. I should probably check the team composition at some point. See if there's something else I could be doing. Especially with no armor regen, I feel like a healer might be useful. Especially if they're all playing DPS. Get in there, little buddy.
An agent needs assistance.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Oh, never mind, we're good. Okay, with no armor regen, actually, I'm gonna check the team makeup real quick. You are playing DPS. You are playing DPS. And you are playing DPS. Okay. In that case,
Agent down.
of course I'm in combat. Take the yellow down. Okay, first opportunity, we're going to switch to healer. I feel like that is very much a needed commodity at the moment. Okay, I can't hit that one from here. I don't think I need to contribute to damage right now. I just need to help keep them alive.
An agent needs assistance.
Ooh. Another reason why you lob it. It helps give additional rotation. Because it's not linear distance, it's total distance in the arc based on number of rotations. So,
Dismantle the rest of that crap once it's cleared the site.
alright, healer. Got it. Alright, come here, yuckos. Moise. Damn it, gentlemen. Okay, well, thank you. That's not exactly a good time to do that. Shiza. Moy, stay alive. I don't know where these other two yahoos went.
An agent is no longer in your group. You are now group leader. Another agent has joined your group. An agent has left your group.
Okay, Esteban. Well, you know. Oh, he's up here. All right, one sec, buddy. I got you.
Deploying a grenade.
Please don't get me. This isn't going to be good. All right, we're going to move back down here now. Pick this up real quick. Oops. Oh, hello. That is not where I want to be.
An agent needs assistance.
Damn it, Prime. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Boy, being a healer kind of sucks. When everyone just kind of runs off and does their own thing. I heard a grenadier scream, though. Boys. Oh, yeah, look like it. I usually prefer my tank to my healer, but if we have no armor regen, then healer's probably beneficial. Alright guys, just stick close. Let my hive do the work. Oh, hello. Oops. Okay, I got him. Oh, hello. Excuse me. Oh! Oh! Okay, never mind. You can keep that. It looks like you may need it, so you can keep that. Alright, we'll just have to use the UI to keep an eye on Prime. Moise has my hive, so he should be okay. He should be okay for quite some time.
Another agent is now in your group.
Oh, they decided to target me. Alright, Prime's looking okay. Mr. Gonzalez... never mind. Gonzalez Arc. What's that other line? Oh, he doesn't have it anymore. Probably a shield, huh? Excuse me. Don't you dare. Thank you, Esteban. Not Esteban. Moise. That's right, Esteban dropped.
Don't let Wilson get away.
Fuck, I missed. Damn it. Okay, looks like his armor's back up. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Oh, I got an exotic. Probably not something I want, but sure. Alright, we'll let them deal with it. I'm gonna grab my hive.
Great work. Wilson's unit is out of action. You've
Not what I wanted.
chemical warfare efforts. Also,
Not what I wanted.
ordered in to confirm the survivors from the castle settlement has safely reached the rooftop settlement. There's no one doing what happened to them, but at least you've made sure it won't happen to anyone else.
What do we got? Tardigrade? Anyone want a tardigrade?
An agent is no longer in your group. Contaminated area.
Exotic chest piece. Is that Prime up there?
Another agent has joined your group.
I think I have like 3 of those, so I can just donate one. It's fine.
Exiting contaminated area.
Okay. We have heals back, so I'll go back to my skill set. Where's Moise? Moise?
An agent needs assistance. An agent has gone offline.
Moise, you were right up in the middle of them, and you're a sniper. What were you doing? Okay, well, the league should be open now. Yes, it is. So we're gonna drop out. And we're going to do the league content.
Safe area detected.
Okay, and with the league, it's on lower difficulties, so we want to do this for the time trials. I want to track on screen, viewpoint, Jefferson, Aaron Space, and DUA. Okay. I already forgot what it was. Viewpoint. Go to viewpoint first. Viewpoint is this one. Aha! Viewpoint, I'm fairly sure DUA is challenging, but everything else is hard. And the funky part is you have to do it on the actual hard difficulty. We have to complete it in 14 minutes for top marks. That should be rather simplistic, especially with this build. Hello! Would you kindly lay down your arms? Or otherwise surrender. Oh, hello. Well, I messed that up.
Agent in need of backup.
Yeah, a little busy. Come on, buddy.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Oh, and weak points and
The division thinks
headshots.
they're
Okay.
in here. They don't know who they're fucking with. Go dark. Wait for the signal, then corner and kill.
That line has always bugged me. I don't know why, but it always has. All right, little buddy, let's go. Don't mind me, gentlemen. Whoops. That's on me. I did that. Okay. Hup. This way. Hello, ladies and germs.
Spread out. Take it slow. They could be in here already.
Yeah, I am. How very wise. What an astute deduction. I may already be in here.
Electromagnetic charge detected.
Better watch out.
I'm pretty sure skill weak points count. All right, let's keep moving. Gotta reset him. Hello. This is the worst part of this mission because they keep just spawning all over the place. They are down below, as it turns out. Hello? Hello? Oh, is it? I think I'm going wherever I want. That's what I think. The best part about this build for the time trials is the movement speed increase on kill.
Now your primary objective. Get to the TV studio and get these guys off the air for good.
Ugh. Oh, you're moving. But so am I. Behold. Oh, you guys aren't over here. Okay. That was a weird spawn scenario, but okay, it works for me. Hello?
Look for the transmission control module. It handles all communications going in and out of viewpoint. If you reset it,
Yeah, it should be right here.
True Sons and we can take over the channels. Okay, stay by the module and make sure it completes the reset sequence.
Now we must defend the location. Pardon. Oh, hello. Pardon me. Pair down, pair down.
All site facilities are reset to default or under direct SHD control.
That's good to hear.
I was just hitting.
Sons are in the dark.
I was just spamming B
Fluctuations in local power are detected. Communications
like you do in Dying Light to roll from a high drop.
I'm seeing multiple
Whoops.
hostiles on the roof. They're setting up EMP jammers around the radio mast.
It's Wade. He's trying to sabotage the mast. Without it, no one can broadcast from viewpoint. Agent, get to the roof. You gotta stop him from taking out the mast.
Yeah, I'm going, I'm going.
electromagnetic charge detected.
Wade is using EMP jammers to overload the radio mast. Take them out before the mast is destroyed.
Yeah, I'm going, I'm going.
Malfunctioning.
Shade Tech, as long
That's
as that
one.
EMP jammer is active, take it out.
That's two.
At 75%.
Pardon.
Agent, you've got to stop Wade. We need that radio mast.
Electromagnetic
Already
charge
done.
depleted. System restored. System malfunctioning. System reactivated.
Hello, Wade. All right, 8:15. Probably could have done better, but you know. I didn't grab that. Grab that. I mean, most of this loot is worthless to me, but you know. All right, air and space. That's an interesting one, just because the boss spawns up so high. And air and space is here. There's a freaking blue trophy next to it. It should be easy to find. I don't know why I was trying to do it off memory.
Civilians in distress.
looks like your best way in.
Oh, does it, my drone controlling support agent?
Vital signs critical.
Ooh, there's some snipers out here. Somewhere. That really, really hurt. There's a sniper out there.
True Sun's munitions detected.
Hello. Excuse me.
We need to figure out what they're doing here. See if you can find any intel on their operation. Seems like these guys
Oops.
are salvaging and repurposing anything they can from this place. They're crafty bastards, I'll give them that.
The other benefit to this build for these is I don't need to stop for ammo.
Tag anything useful and I'll send in a recovery team later.
Now blow the shit out of anything too dangerous.
True Sun's reinforcements incoming.
Keep moving. We can clear the next hall.
When you're done fucking things up there,
Keep moving. You still got 2 halls to clear.
I always feel like
Radio intercept.
that discussion wasn't supposed to end right there.
So cut through the planetarium. We gotta secure that ordnance.
Our home may not be the center of our universe. So far, it is the only place on life as we know it.
No, no, no.
Space. And why should we think that our little planet life? Once a vast ocean with 7 million others found on Earth. If only we
All right, let's grab these tokens.
planet, our solar system sustains life. Possible that the building blocks that allowed
The worst time trials are definitely the Pentagon. Specifically the DARPA research labs. Those are the worst. I hate those ones. Though it's not so bad now that I have all of my stuff with me. And I can switch classes as I need to. Then I can switch to crowd control and anti-drone before heading into the drone construction. Hello? I really couldn't open that while that freaking ownerless drone was still around.
You have received an invite to another agent's group.
Busy, Prime.
covered by ocean. Martian exploratory craft.
Mechanical components detected.
Agent, have Isaac scan the parts.
Okay, I thought I was gonna be burning, so I didn't ADS. One here. One here. And one back here.
Setting a recovery team. Link up with them and you'll be done there.
Components identified. Suggested use. Missile construction.
You need kids with the museum's collection. If they can rigger with a warhead and some means of propulsion, they wouldn't even need a guidance system to hit the White House or a settlement.
Kinda goes without saying, but if you see any missiles lying around, make sure they can never, ever be used.
Yeah, we'll head back to Prime, I guess, after this. Just see what he's doing.
90.
We should be able to finish this mission before the timer runs out on the invite.
Please neutralize that fucking thing by any means necessary.
Damn it. The salvage crew just ran into those reinforcements.
Could you not push me out of the way, please? Ugh. And we're done. Sub 6. Eat it.
Invite to another agent's group. Proceed.
All right, fine. Give me a second. It doesn't seem to be showing me the invite anymore. There we go. Dismiss activity. Social. Sure. We'll go back over to Prime. Fine. Whatever. These foolish fools.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
All right, what are you doing? What are we doing?
Detected.
What is this? The Capitol building? On Legendary? Okay. This is going to be interesting. I got tank. Do you though? Do you really? All right, yeah, he's running a bulwark. He's running, okay. Okay. All right, they're not maxed, but you still got the right build on. Okay. I got you. Whoops, I did not mean to shoot that guy in the head. Oh, my shield is already down. Okay, that's an interesting... Certainly an interesting development. Oh, you know what build I don't think I have on me? I don't think I have my legendary on me with my mortar drone. Or mortar turret. That is unfortunate. Indeed. Excuse me. Back up here for a second.
Agent down.
Alright, looks like Prime's got him. That's a yellow. I don't think your mortar did anything to him. Excuse me, I need to get a headshot. Now come here. Quit running. Get some free armor out. I need to stack some body shots to recover my shield if I need to. All right, those guys ran. That's not our heals, is it? Okay, it came from over here. Aha, there it is. There we go. I just needed to drop that. Oh, that's the one thing about Deagles. They're not terribly accurate. Hello. Didn't expect you so soon. Hello. Didn't expect you so soon. I'm backed into a corner. I need to try to turn my body. Yeah, you are. You're taking freaking 50 cal body shots like a champ.
An agent needs assistance.
All right, where's Savo? Savo! Oh, somebody's got me on the flank. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Get back here. Coward. Ooh. Well, at least we got the aid station. That was certainly helpful. Backed up into a wall again. Savo's down again. Savo! What were you doing all the way up here, my friend? Fine, my shield can take it. Oh, can't take that though. Granted, once she's dead, I'm pretty sure he'll come back anyway, but we'll take the revive stat. Definitely seemed easier than the last time we did this. That was a group of 4 last time, too. Okay, I did not get any prep time for that.
An agent needs assistance.
Savo! Okay, that's what it was. Got it. There's a lot of bombs. There's a lot of oh boys. This is gonna hurt. Thank you. Thank you very much. Backing up. Backing up. Gonna take a minute to just recharge there for a second, you know. Alright, we gotta push. Push, 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 push. Hello. Pretty sure that was a friendly mortar, so I was willing to risk it. Hello. Oh, hello. Alright, we need to back up a little bit now. There's someone behind us. And it's a gold. Or a yellow. Whatever you want to call it. That was not a friendly boom. Not at all. Yeah, you guys have fun with that. Need a headshot. There we go. Oh, that is a lot of concentrated fire on me. Savo! Alright, you go take care of that. I'm gonna take care of this. You're one to talk. Hello. Yes, feel free to keep running. Why is it giving me an activity summary? Deheha? Hoi hoi. Okay, the next room has... Next room has a frickin'... That's not the right one. Where's my... That's not the right one. Did I accidentally get rid of it? Or no, my healer wears those. Okay. The next room has a frickin'... has a frickin' EMP jammer in it, but we're gonna swap to this real quick. We can disable the EMP. We'll be fine. Because then I can deploy my skills into the room. We just have to do that one little thing. And my paw got scared.
System curtailed.
Gotta drop that frickin'.
System back online.
Oof. Alright, backing up.
Trauma detected. System reactivated.
Ow! Excuse me. Ow!
Down.
Don't push me out into the hallway!
Immediate medical assistance needed. Vital signs critical.
Okay, let's not get up there in the middle of that and let my drones do some work, yeah? Except you're not in there doing anything. Get in there. You switch shoulders. Switch shoulders. Okay, well, he died immediately. Ow.
Serious trauma detected.
Ow.
Agent out of action.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Immediate medical assistance needed. An agent needs assistance.
Savoy! I can't really get in there to help you at the moment. Because, you know, I'm pretty messed up. I should have brought my hive. So we're going to try that. One moment, please. I only have 14 charges on this thing. Damage. Duration. Stinger charges. Hup. Hup. Let those out there see what they can do. Excuse me.
Serious trauma detected.
Alright, I need to get my drone up in a better spot. There should do. I need to redeploy that into a better position. Huck that over there. Oh, we're not done yet. Excuse me. Oh, this is not a great place for me to be. Excuse me.
Vital signs critical.
Excuse me. Also out of armor kits. So, you know, not a great situation to be in. Crud, they blew up my frickin' drone. Or turret. I just gotta destroy that frickin' aid station. Alright, it's down. Well, that one is. There's another one out there. Oh, excuse me.
Medical assistance needed.
Get him out there for a second. Yeah, I did. I don't know where the other aid station is, though. It's coming from out there. Alright, let's throw that out. See if that can get anything. Oh, he's got a bead. He's got a bead on me. Ow.
Vital signs critical. Agent down.
Yeah, I should have tried crowd control. I'm already out of frickin' repair kits. Or armor kits. Frickin' aid station. Excuse me. Alright, well, I don't think it's over there.
Serious trauma detected. Another agent is now in your group.
James Bond. Oh, now we're fine. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Well, the aid station seems to have run out of time. Repair kit. Thank you. Huh. Huh. Oops, got stuck on some geometry. Oh, hello. Alright, well, if they're gonna hang out back here, then I'm gonna throw my drone in here. Whoops. I hit the ceiling. All right. Oh, there's plenty of armor kits laying around. One more up top. That should bring us back to full. I can't jump up there. There we go. Okay. Okay, we'll switch back to this now. I don't think we need the hive as much as we did. Especially since I don't have the well, I have the gloves on me, but I prefer to keep hello. I'm gonna take that thing down first. What happened to you? You were all the way in the back, Savoy. All right, there we go. Concentrate fire. My drone is almost dead, so we're gonna reset him. Probably one of the best parts about the Hive is its anti-air functionality. Destroying the enemy drones when they're trying to fly in. No, that one. Target that one. Oh, my little buddy's already gone. Ooh, they have a lot of explodey drones out there. Alright, his armor's broken. Okay, there's an ammo crate ahead that I'm definitely going to need. Oh, now it's this room. You only have 18 charges. You guys already walked in there, didn't you?
Agent down.
Nah, we're gonna keep this on. Okay, we're just gonna keep this going. Get out there. You get out there. Ow!
Immediate medical assistance
Excuse me.
needed.
Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Okay, you can't get your bombs in here. Let's see if I can set my drone on top of... Aha! I had it. I had it. Get over there. See if we can maintain a foothold right here. And not get pushed back into the alley. Never mind, never mind, never mind.
Detected.
That guy's just a red, too.
An agent needs assistance.
Savoy! He has no armor. Take him down, little buddy. Good job. You even got a headshot kill out of it. Prime, I thought you were tanking. What are you doing? We gotta take the frickin' peanut gallery out first. Ow.
Needs assistance.
Ow.
Immediate
Ow.
medical assistance needed. Agent out of action.
Ow, excuse me. It's the frickin' grenadiers, dude. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Backing up. That did not work out for me. Ugh. Hello. Get that frickin' grenadier down. Him and his boom tube.
An agent needs
Watch out, James Bond. I was shooting the door frame. Excuse me. Excuse me. Need ammo. Ow. Alright, is my little buddy out there finally? Oh, we gotta get that healer out. Get the medic! Okay, we got him. Savoy! Excuse me. That is not where I wanted to put him.
serious trauma detected.
Would you quit throwing him?
An agent needs assistance.
James Bond! No! I want him right there. Try to give him some elevation.
Agent down.
Not exactly the one I was after, but it also works.
Vital signs.
Oof. Ah, shite. Oh, great. All right, take him down. Take him down now.
Immediate medical assistance.
Ow.
Agent down.
Okay, you probably shouldn't have run into the doorway like that to heal me. You should have taken cover around the corner. But appreciate it. Big preach. There's 2 aid stations over here. See the one.
Serious trauma detected.
Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
An agent needs assistance.
That is not where I wanted to put you. I mean, I guess there is still probably the best option. Excuse me. They're both over there. Luckily, those guys can only heal like once with that thing. Take that one down. Don't let her spawn more bull honk. Go ahead, give me a line of fire. Excuse me. Bear down. There's still an aid station over here. I can't see it. Even my frickin' skill headshot are counting for frickin' that. Spectacular. That's grenades, don't care. I have 3 armor kits. It's not bad. Okay. Now we're on the rooftop fight. Excuse me, gentlemen. No armor kits up here, though. I have everything on, right? Yeah. This doesn't have a skin. How dare I? Such a noob. Everything should always have a skin. How else will people know I'm Leet? That's stupid. That's cringe. All right, gentlemen. Oh, right, the rooftop. Can I switch to crowd control for this? No. Too late. There's a lot of dogs and a lot of freaking drones, so I wanted to switch.
Agent down.
You guys just need to stay down here in this hallway. Alright, there's way too many explodies out here. We even got a tank coming in, okay? Just stay in the hallway. Whoops, wrong gun. Alright, I need both of you to focus on the tank, if at all possible, please. Or the dogs, or something. Just give me something to work with at the moment. Take him. Oh, that's right, he's got a... Ow.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Forgot he has a frickin' hive. Alright, Chungus is down. Savoy's gonna go down because he's bleeding. Yep. Alright, Chungus is down. Need my robo buddy. Okay. As long as they're hitting the thing in front of me. Oof, he lobbed that one in. Never mind. I need my little buddy in a better spot. Okay, they're coming in. I'm gonna back up for a moment. Oof. Not great, not great.
An agent needs assistance.
James Bond!
Serious trauma detected.
Savoy downed himself? Oof.
Vital signs critical. Agent out of action.
Oh, they really got right up in here, didn't they? He's just staring me down. Fire doesn't do anything against them. They're robots. However, I don't think he can lob any nades down here, so, you know. Take the win where you can. There, guys, right up our crev.
Serious trauma detected.
Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Oh, he lobbed one right in here.
Agent down.
How did you revive? Oh, never mind, that's you. Ha! Sorry.
An agent needs assistance.
I imagine I'm the one getting him, so. We gotta take those frickin' grenade dogs down. They're an absolute nightmare at the moment. They've also got us very much pinned. Holy cow, I wish I had time to get out my freaking crowd control and my EMPs. Oof.
Agent down.
They're still getting grenades through that door. Why are you crawling up?
Needed.
That's literally where you blew up. Don't run towards the danger. We're all in this together. That freaking tank. The mini tank, dude. Gotta take its freaking tracks down so it can't run back for help. I am low on ammo. Excuse me.
Vital signs critical.
Oh. He's gonna start chucking grenades. Back up. Excuse me, I need to take a risk. Thank you. Alright, we need to get the freaking handlers down. As long as he's just gonna stand there like a dingus. Okay, okay. It doesn't look like anyone dropped any more armor kits. Okay, oh, there's one. This is where the fun begins. I'm on damage. I'm on skill damage. You clearly don't know what you're doing. Because three of us are on skill damage. Red is not the only skill DPS build, or not the only DPS build possible, Prime. It doesn't quite work that way, dude. I'll just bring full heals. I don't think he fully understands the concept of Actually, I gotta make sure I'm using this term right before I say it, and you know, get harassed for it. Yeah, okay, I had it right. I don't think he fully understands what min-max is. Your healing hive does not really do much if you don't have an actual heal build in place, which means you can't then also do damage because you're not going to be doing jack. So if he wants a heal hive, I will just play my healer, which is not meant to do damage really at all, except with my shotgun. Oh, I forgot I had the compressor on again. I tried to lean away from my mic and cough, and it probably still came through loud as all heck. But that's fine. That's fine. All right, what's everybody running? I'm a healer. Savoy, Savvy, I'm probably saying that horribly wrong. Savvy, I'll just call him Savvy. Savvy's running. Hive and Mortar, okay, that's the standard legendary build. Prime is running his tank with a reviver. And you are running the same thing I have been. In fact, that's the same thing I originally had. You also have Empress for skill, health, and damage. Okay, yeah, you're basically running the same dang thing I was. Except I got tired of having 2 assault rifles and eating through all my ammo, so I changed one to a... is it an M1 ACQB? That's all garbage. Yeah, CQB. Replica. We'll hold on to that just in case I don't have one. I had full set of every gear imaginable and then got rid of a bunch of them that I wasn't using because I was running out of room in my storage, but we already had a pair of gloves. But then they increased the storage capacity and the stash, and now I want some stuff back. I was going to say, I definitely don't have... Set. Hup. Savvy. Boy, even with my heals going, you still went down. That was a one tap if I ever saw one. Alright, my hive's almost down. Oof. I can cancel it before it gets used. Get the overcharge to have it respawn really fast. Just drop a couple canisters while that resets. And it will drop that back down. Except its healing skills! Hey. I forgot about that. I gotta try to put that further back. Alright guys, I can't really heal you while I'm trying to revive him, so hold on. Ooh, get down. I need to try to put this in my back so it doesn't get their skills as much.
Vital signs critical.
Oof. Oh, it's that guy. It's a grenadier dog just hanging out. All right, you guys got this. I really can't do much beyond, you know, just hang out and wait. See, it's so much nicer being a healer when everyone sticks together.
An agent needs assistance.
Except you went down. Alright, you're good. Just drop a couple canisters while we wait. You guys are getting rocked. Put it back there again. You guys gotta take down that dog. Alright, it's not that dog, it's that dog. The sniper dog is less of an immediate concern than the frickin' grenade dog. Okay, it's down. Alright, we'll get some increased healing. Savvy! You're outside my drone, my hive range now.
Agent down.
Stay in the tent. I can't save you out there. Whoops. The boss is out there somewhere too. Good grief, Savvy. You have like no armor. You keep getting rocked. Savvy, would you quit that, please, for the love of all that is good? Ow! There's a sniper.
An agent needs assistance.
And there's another Chungus. Okay. However, I already heard armor break, so...
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I'm gonna drop a canister real quick. Where'd that sniper go? Savvy! You keep getting one-tapped. I already have an aid station out there, too. Guys may want to stay in cover. Keep dropping canisters until that's back. Alright, that's back. I am not healing your skills. That takes a lot of my drone charges. Savvy, my man. Okay, well now it's going to be difficult to do my job. Alright, well, if you guys are going to go out there and do that, I'm going to grab this.
Vital signs critical.
Alright, if you guys are going to push, I got to come up with you. See, James Bond's got the right idea. Where's Savvy? Get him. Savvy! I'm coming, buddy!
Agent down. Serious trauma detected.
Heck damn it. I'm trying to help you. They've got my frickin' hive. Okay. Where'd the boss die? There. I imagine that was the boss. No, you can be gone. You don't get to sit in here and try to advertise your frickin' scam stuff. Okay. Whoops, I'm going the completely wrong way. All right, what do we get? Chatterbox. Eh. Nothing great. I don't already have a Hanayu. I think that's one of my other skill sets. Yeah, it'd be okay if it wasn't different attributes. What does Walker do? Weapon damage, damage.
An agent has left your group.
Acosta go bag. They're both in their inventories. Yeah, I guess we'll just open these right now. White Death. Scalpel and something. Punch Drunk. Mats. Mechanical Animal.
has disconnected. You have been promoted to group leader.
Nope. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
You have entering safe area.
What in the hey, huh? All right, what I get? All right, let's store this stuff. We have a mask. And why do I have 7 pairs of gloves? Oh, never mind. Never mind. We'll keep that one. Okay. Whoops. And 1 holster weave. What do you probably don't have anything I want. Okay, we're only going to take the things that we can open immediately. Because as you can see, I have a lot of random items laying around. Those are all, if for whatever reason I end up low on materials, I just keep those in storage. Rail splitter, do I have that? Doesn't sound familiar. It was an assault rifle by the looks of it. I did not have one of those. How did I not have one of those? Huh. Okay, we also don't need to keep that 1886 that we have the Virginian. That's the same thing. So we'll take that. I don't need 2 Baker's dozens. So we'll take that. You're a... Huh. Neither one of those was modded either. We'll get rid of that one. Harmony. I don't need 2 scalpels. Good grief, why do I have so much stuff in here? I don't need 2 slayers. Vector SBR9. Tactical vector. We'll keep the other one. I just want to clean up a little bit. Why do I have 2 mops? Perpetuation. Okay. The thing is, there's no point in deconstructing exotics if I'm already max on exotic components. So a lot of my stash is just exotic items. Those are all named items. That's why I was getting rid of a bunch of frickin'... Why don't those have an actual graphic? Why do I have 2 of them? I already have one. I'll get rid of the other. Backpacks. We already have 2 Acostas. That's a frickin'... Why did I keep any fruit salads? Two death grips. What does death grips do? Armor on kill. Okay. 2 firm handshakes. It's just status effects, huh? I'll get rid of that one. Chain killer, everyday carrier. It doesn't look like we have any duplicates in here. I have 2 forges. Why do I have 2 forges? There aren't any well, there's Fox's Prayer, but I already have those in my inventory, so. Why did I keep that? Okay, that was a little helpful, I think. Alright, well, we're going to store that. Whoops. Because apparently I didn't have one. Make sure it actually went in here. Okay. Back to base. See if any of that can go into the library, since they all had some kind of max stat somewhere on them. It's probably why I was saving them, but they weren't particularly great. They are. Shoddy. Think that, yep, okay. No, deconstruct, hold the button. Hello, Anaya. What have you got? Nothing.
Stop. If you need to craft something, I can help you out.
Still missing a bunch of blueprints, but most of those are raid rewards. Now let's go do what we were planning on doing.
Backup request.
Ugh. Ah. Who are you? Okay, raids. Let's do dark hours.
Occupied the Washington National Airport to bring in troops,
Discovery.
equipment, supplies, and God knows what else. We need to shut down this operation if we're gonna have any chance of countering these assholes.
All right, we'll see if anybody.
You have been invited to a raid group.
All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what's going on over here. I've done Dark Hours a couple times. I haven't made it to the end of frickin'.
Defense system node disabled. Communication relay offline.
Always nice to see.
All right. I can't get to you guys while you're in combat, so I just gotta sit over here and wait. It's not exactly exciting. Looks like they're all only in the second. Oh, that's the first boss room. Okay. Okay. We're just stuck here until they beat that boss. And this is apparently a low-level raid group because everyone's really short on shade levels. I was just checking Discord to see if there was some other group that was already active, but no one's there. That first boss fight isn't terribly difficult. I just don't think they're leveled properly for it. That or they just don't know what they're doing. That's a possibility as well. The real bad part is going to be if they have no idea what the mechanics are and we end up at Buddy and Lucy. Because they are a nightmare.
An agent has gone offline.
Well, I can't get to you, so how about don't quit out and just, you know, try. Because Buddy and Lucy, if you're not careful, you have to keep both of them at the same level of health. If you're not careful with Buddy and Lucy, then they end up going into a rage state and then also heal completely. If they are about to rage, you do have 2 terminals you have to go to disable the overdrive. I think it's called overdrive, not rage. You have a very short time frame to hit those 2 terminals. But if you do keep them both at about the same level to avoid overload, overdrive, something like that, then it's a pretty easy fight if you know the mechanic. But based on how this is going right now, I don't think they've done this before. I wonder if any of them are in Discord. Yami. No, they're not. They're doing this completely silent, apparently. And they're down to 1 guy left.
An agent has reconnected.
I think they're going up. He healed himself. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know how. They're probably not communicating at all. Yeah, we can't go anywhere until he's either dead or wins. So we're just stuck sitting here, Yick. Ick. What are you running, my friend? You look like you're running healer.
An agent needs assistance.
What did you do? I'm genuinely confused on what happened to him. Because his first boss fight's just, you know, DPS. Just bring him down.
Seems to be some kind of high-tech defensive system. See if you can put it out of commission.
Defense system node disabled. Defense system node.
Get the other one.
Defense system node disabled. Defense system node disabled.
Gotta hit him with the turret. Hit him with the turret. Gotta bring down his immunity. Hit him with the turret.
Vital signs critical.
He's got his eyes on me. He really does not like me. Oh, yep. I still have his aggro. Okay, we're running. He is still after me. We're running. Don't stop. I gotta take us down a shield generator. Try to get him out in front of the turret. Ah, fuck. Ow! Ow! He was on me. Why was he on me? I didn't do anything to him, but I pulled his aggro somehow. I didn't see the emblem. As long as we don't go unconscious, because each person has one revive. That's not exactly what I would... That's not termed as a revive. That's a... resuscitation? I don't know. Okay, I can't hit him with that. He's still outside my range. Someone needs to focus on ads, so I guess I'm doing that. He's got Von Croy in his sights. Get that freaking medic down. You gotta hit him in the weak point. You gotta knock down his shield generator. You on the turret? Okay. Take him down! Melt him! Ick! Oh, Ick's dead.
Charging asset now. They're gonna flank us.
Alright, Ick, you better be worth it. Wait, wasn't Ick just working with me recently? No, never mind. I was just making fun of him earlier. Ugh. I don't have any more med kits, guys. I can only get you if you're not completely dead. I need you to turn him away. Take him down, take him down, take him down! There you go. You got it.
Let's hope that system was just a prototype. Head to the hangar and see if you can dig up cargo manifests. We need to know what else Black Tusk has brought in.
Alright, I got my med kit back. Libinyo. Hit the button, my friend.
Network access point detected.
Patch into that terminal and see what we can find.
Huh, I didn't open it. Okay.
Transfer complete.
I'm moving.
Data to sift through here. This is gonna take a few minutes.
Hostile radio intercepted.
The division are on site. Do not.
Okay. Good grief.
Anything they want to protect is something we should be concerned about. Check out that plane.
Hup. I don't know why that was even there. We're already at the next boss. This has, we're going to fight on two different sides. Alright, we seem to be 4 and 4. Yeah, we're 4 and 4. Most of my team is on this side. Or my fire team.
Toxic gas detected.
Huh. That is not what I wanted you to do.
Deploy Razorback. I'm going to check on Dalton and Carter.
Alright, gotta go over here and help these guys now. We're gonna back it up. He hit me with a sticky? What a jerk. Who's down? You got him? Yeah, the special gas they're weaving is weakening us.
Going off this data Isaac transmitted, Razorback must be the new mobile weapon system Black Tusk brought in. It's definitely some kind of vehicle, but there's no mention of its intended combat role. But we should blow it the fuck up regardless.
We know what the Razorback is. It's part of New York. But it was first introduced as a raid boss. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna see if these guys know what they're doing against Buddy and Lucy. I think between Hellcrack and I, we might be able to...
Disconnected.
Hellcrack left, okay.
Razorback might be parked in the main offloading area. Head through baggage handling, then the mall.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Weasel isn't responding. Assume he's dead. Copy that. All elements be ready for contact.
Alright, we're gonna push up. Alright, they got that. Oof, that was a lot of booms.
Assistance needed.
Alright, this is not Buddy and Lucy yet. I got a tank. Focus on him, please, my minions. Oh, hello.
Weapons free. Weapons free.
You need to disable them before that goes off. I'm blind.
Serious trauma detected.
Oof. Oh, he didn't blow up my... Oh, yes, he did.
Be ready for anything. Who knows what other nasty surprises these guys have in store.
This is Buddy and Lucy. Okay, I can't remember if that's the terminal or I think this is the terminal.
Autonomous security systems activating.
All right, we got to keep them in the same level. Same level. Watch their health bars. You got to keep them both inside that white bar. Careful, 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 careful. You fools! They're going to start healing. They're going into overdrive.
Vital signs critical.
Okay. Well, you guys messed that one up big time. Because now they're healing. And their turrets do one-shot you. Stay down.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Something knocked me out of cover.
Action.
Quit knocking me out of cover.
Serious trauma detected.
This is not going well because you guys did not do the thing. What is booming me right now? Them. They're looking at me.
Agent vital signs 0.
I don't think they know what they're doing. I really don't think they know what they're doing. You got to keep them both in the same level. And we also got to stay near these things. Okay, he's staying near that one, and Coexistent looks like he's staying near that one. Okay, it looks like you got... Nope, never mind. All right, Von Koy, you and I are on this.
Autonomous security systems activating.
You got to keep them in the same level. Same level. You guys can't hear me because I'm not talking, but you got to keep them in the same level. Same level, same level, same level.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent down.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Quit moving. All right, we got to keep them in the same level. They are both on me. Okay. Okay. Ooh. And you are all dead. You need to hit Lucy. You need to hit Lucy. Ow. They are still both on me.
An agent has gone offline.
Holy cow! Holy cow!
System curtailed.
She is spinning up. Why did you do that?
System back online.
Alright, you guys need to start hitting Buddy. Why is he still on me? What have I done to you?
Trauma detected. System reactivated.
Oof. Oh, I'm the last one alive. Okay.
System
Yep. You guys, please. Please. I know we're not talking, but please.
system restored. An agent has reconnected.
It's not going to help.
Autonomous security systems activating.
That sounds bad.
There!
Good work. Now find Razorback and put it out of commission.
Now, Razorback is where I want EMP. Because we'll be fighting a bunch of drones.
All secondary systems online.
Actually, you know what? We're just gonna go for this. So we're just gonna try to deal as much damage as I can to the freaking thing.
T-minus 60 seconds. We cannot move
Actually, we'll just keep it this one. It's fine.
This ends here.
My crowd control did not. Last time I was in here and tried that, it didn't go. So it didn't work as well as I would have hoped. So we're just gonna keep with skill DPS. I try to trust my skills to just do as much damage as possible. All right, we got a takeover. All right, you guys got that one. You got that one. I'm gonna take this one, I guess. Okay, where is the weak point? There it is. Come on, we gotta take the vent down. Alright, where's the other one? You guys got it? Okay, you got it. The one thing with my skills is I can't get them to target the weak points. Yami, why are you down, buddy? Ooh. Never mind, that's probably why. Alright, we got there we go. You got one. No, never mind. You didn't have one. It was actually going down. I thought it was going up. Alright, this one's locked back. Gotta get the other one. Hold the battery. Alright, it's back up. Alright, 1 sec, I gotta heal. Is anyone on this side doing this? Alright, alright, alright. Take it down.
Critical systems compromised.
Flag.
Serious trauma detected.
Around the corner, around the corner, around the corner, around the corner. Slags. Alright, what's the other one? This one. I should be able to get this before that goes off. Just hang on a second. Alright, we're good. We own it. Should just get my DPS build. My red DPS. Okay, it's up. This one's destroyed.
Critical systems exposed.
Just need this side. Well, that did not last long. Oof.
An agent needs assistance.
Alright, they got him. It's supposed to randomize which two go down, but it always seems to be 3 and 4. Okay, there we go. You guys got that one? Okay. Whoops.
Vital signs critical.
I hurt myself, apparently. Oh, what? We got no damage in on that round. Okay. I was really hoping that was an armor kit. There we go, there's one. Alright, is no one else gonna go for the substations? I will go for the substations. We might, I don't think we're getting, oh, okay, never mind. They got that one already. Alright, we own it. Take it down. That's not a very good view. Alright, you guys got that side? Okay. We gotta melt this. That one's already done. Alright, it's exposed. Take it down. Guys. Could use some help. Alright, it's dead. I mean, this one is definitely tougher than the one in Liberty Island, but still the same process. Where is my loot? We get it, you're burning up. There we go.
Secure the airport and taking out a bunch of Black Tusk's experimental weaponry. We'll get a team to sweep the area and recover whatever they can. There's bound to be intel and equipment we can put to good use.
System back online.
I think that's all the loot I had. Didn't get jack. Alright, well, see you guys later. Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.
Safe area detected.
Oh, I need to leave the raid group.
Left raid group.
Yeah, already got all that. Alright, what I get? Junk. Just a bunch of junk. Nah, I really don't care. Meh. 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 Alright, let's see if any of that is salvageable. One from the MDR. No, 1886. Really? There's nothing from the MDR? Bugger. No, let's check in with the requisition.
We've got what we need, but thanks.
That's the... yeah, heroic one. The only reward for that is experience. I already have one of those, right? Yeah. Alright, let's let those process. Thank you. And I think I only have one of those. Interesting. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, we only have one. Wow. Now we have two. Let's go check in with the guild merchant. See if he has anything. Probably not, but you know.
Good to see you, Agent.
Nope.
Let's do business.
Yeah, we'll save those for something else. We only had 2 people participating last week at all. And our top point score was 170,000. Huh, okay. That's a thing. Meanwhile, I come back for a few hours and I have 9 million. Granted, I have been using the experience booster. It's eligible for like the first, I think, 10 levels of... yeah. Oh, ho-hum. It's 4:30. I need to make food. Alright, well, that was a fun adventure. I think we're going to cut it there for today. So I can eat and then do some chores before I go to sleep. Because I have to go back to work tonight. I really wish I didn't, because I still feel like crud. But, you know, them's the breaks, kid. Anywho, I hope you all enjoyed this run through essentially memory lane, because there was nothing new. I work all the rest of this week, and then I think I have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. So we'll be back this weekend with some more stuff. I don't know what yet. We might go back to 7 days, or we might try something new. I don't know. I still have yet to even start Mass Effect Legacy, Legendary, whatever the heck they call the remaster. So we might play those because I enjoyed those games, and they're always fun for stories. You know, up until the finale, I think everyone can agree. They're great story building games, but then the finale just kind of blah. Speaking of, I don't think I've seen anything new about the new game since their little teaser trailer from a couple of years ago. Oh, I'm still hacking up along. Anyway, I hope you all have a good morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you happen to be. And we'll be back here in a few days once I'm done with my work week again. If I have the energy, I might stream in the mornings after I get home from work, but that's very unlikely to happen. I'm usually exhausted. So I bid you all a very fond farewell, and hope you have a good rest of your week. And I will see you on the next one. Ciao for now.